Oh man, how y'all doing? Come over here in the shade where I can have some chance of seeing the goddamn screen. I'm waiting for a Walmart sport order. I got the new one here. You see the little one wondering why in the hell did I get out and I didn't bring her. Golly, I'm tired. I've been trying to work massively more hours to recoup monies from buying this thing. I need that money in my bank account in case some shit happens. So I'm working my ass off to get it back in there. I'm trying not to spend too much. And now the Prius, I let it get hydro locked. I let it get hydro locked because I didn't know I didn't know it could get hydro locked. And then miraculously, I was able to get out of it. But the second time it happened, I couldn't. The strange thing is, it happened after 3 years and 310,000 miles, and living in the car for all that time with 1 to 2 dogs, providing our air conditioning, heating, put 200 miles a day on it, making our living. It never failed me. Even when I did have to take it down for major repairs, it never really stopped running. I could have put it back together and got electricity or whatever. Probably did. While I was doing the work on it until, every night. I think I did. But never failed me until finally the day after I paid for this car here. Where are we at here? Yeah, right there. After I had paid for it, and I was already going to have to take an Uber to go get it. I did not need the car, Prius, to go get it, to go get the C-Max, the new car I got. That's the first time it, it wouldn't go. And I thought for sure at the time it still would go. I would get out of hydro lock again when I came back. And then I knew I needed to do the head gasket again. It had been seeping coolant for over a year at that point. And if I had realized sooner that you could just take the goddamn radiator cap off of a Prius and drive it, and you have a chance of boil over. In fact, it does do a little tiny. I jump out of the car, and when I drive it and run and open the hood real quick, and it does do like a micro boil over every time you stop because you're driving an unpressurized system. Any car I ever seen, it wouldn't work. That's why I never thought about doing it. I did it by accident, and I noticed the coolant had not went down. It doesn't build pressure, and it doesn't force it into the cylinder. If I'd figured that shit out sooner, I might have would have burned it up at some point. you know, could have been a catastrophe. But also, at least if I would have figured out that you could take the pressure off every time you park, and it makes a world of difference. That is a very fucking scantily known fact, even in the fucking Prius expert community. It's just like because it's a stopgap measure, and oh, people hate that shit. But if I could get 200,000 miles, 300,000 miles out of a stopgap measure, I'll take it. I'm still gonna try to get 1,000,000 miles out of that Prius. But right now, man, they I was still sleeping in the Prius and driving this C-Max and don't work in here, mostly at this Walmart, but all over the place really, Grand Rapids area, and the place where I have the car parked, they okay, here we go. We are out of here. How's it going, brother?
Hey, nice to see you, man.
Want to figure out how to get out? How the fuck am I still alive? Man, I wish it would always fucking act right like that. Oh shit! Don't go away, navigation. All right, so I'm still. This is the first time ever I'm streaming, and also driving. There's something behind me now. I wouldn't know because I painted the fucking painted the dadgum windshield. I mean that glass. I had to, because I suddenly had to start sleeping in here because they came and they
In
beat on
100
the.
feet, turn left. Take the next left, then
They
turn
beat
left
on
onto
while I was
Hens
cleaning
Drive.
off. No, I mean they came and beat on the fucking
Take
Prius
the next left onto Hens Drive.
where I've been parked at. I normally never park in the same spot for very long. I'm broke down.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Alpine Avenue Northwest.
But I've still been sleeping there because this car is not set up to sleep in. The Prius is set up as an RV. I have a very comfortable bed. This fucking thing, which I like, I love this vehicle. It the seat does not go all the way back on the driver's seat, so I cannot do what I do in the Prius.
At the light, turn right onto Alpine Avenue Northwest.
Moved over the stuff I use in the Prius, maybe. Then I would have to do it a different sort of way. A way that I was more used to. I just let this seat back, and then I can use the driver's seat as my bed, and I can put on top of the seat 4 body pillows, and then I have the see, on the Prius you can let down a big portion of the seat and then a small portion right behind the driver, so you can leave that up on that seat. You can leave that seat still okay and just let down part of it, so you still have one back seat back there. And that's what I did, and I put part of my bed in that back seat.
Continue on Alpine Avenue Northwest for 1.5 miles.
Lady would be there in that spot in the back seat. Her bed was there, but at night I would move the Instant Pot from this right-hand side of the car back there and put it in the front seat in front of the refrigerator that was always in the right. That still is, I still have this car. And then Lady would sleep on that side, and then I could use that where she was at as the top part of my bed. And I already had, it was already made up. She slept on it in the daytime, and then I'll put the 4 body pillows, 2 on top of each other, as the bottom part of the bed, and then I'll put a bedspread over the top of the whole shebang, cover everything. A bedspread that I would pull up every morning and push down behind the seat, and all my bedding, my bedspread, my cover, my one little thin blanket. Usually, it's all I ever use, and unless it's cold, and then I still don't need much. We were in the Prius when it was -5 degrees outside, and it never got below freezing inside with no heat. I never used heat overnight. I assume I am still live. The thingy mabob says it's still rolling, but I don't see any chat, and I haven't seen any. I got interrupted when I was talking to you earlier because the Walmart Spark order came, and maybe I was still alive that whole time. I sure wish that it would frickin' do that. That it would, you could just lower the YouTube app and not have it on the screen anymore and do anything else with the phone that you want, and it still just keeps on going live. It still keeps using the camera and broadcasting. Why the heck not? Now, I don't know if it would be able to, because I actually used the camera. So that makes me wonder, am I actually still live? Because I used the camera. So I'll probably stop it and start again. Like, and then I'll start again. All right, let's stop the pitch.